You guys are gonna have to let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, because I got a new mic and I don't know, I think I might have to return it because, well, I haven't this will be my first thorough test actually. When I tested it earlier, it seemed like it wasn't that good. So I have my backup mic ready just in case. And this is me and Cassie heading out. So I do have something serious to talk about tonight. Before I get into that, I want to make sure you guys can hear me okay. So if somebody can send a thumbs up, yes, roger that, loud and clear, anything. Just so I know that this new mic is working. Hello, who's out there? I see you. Just let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down on the microphone. Or obviously, if you start asking questions like I can't hear you, that would also send up. Who's out there? Yeah, I put up the thumb pic of Bob because he is going to be the main topic this evening as you watch my bike swerve all over the place because I keep stopping for this crazy Cassie. There we go. So now you know I'm talking about Cassie, that German Shepherd right there. Let's see. You can hear me. Huh. Okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. How about now? Now can you hear me? Good? Okay. Yep. I got a new mic because I wanted something more secure, and go figure, my little invention that I created myself between old parts and a new mic worked better, and it was cheaper. So, sometimes when you pay more for something, it can be twice as good, but in this case, it was not. So it does happen sometimes. Okay, so now you can actually hear what I said the first time, which is I am going to talk about your favorite pastor, Bob Joyce, and it is a serious subject because most of us here do love Pastor Bob. And I will admit, I've had slight change of heart to an extent about how we pursue this theory in waiting, because as more time passes, the more clearly I'm seeing this slow burn of events that's going to take place. And if you've been listening to anybody that's given you hopium about, oh, this is going to happen next week or next month or on January 20th, this is going to happen. No, just stop. Please, please, just stop. Things are happening, friends, but we are not meant to know every detail. That's kind of the whole point. And if you haven't figured that out by now, well, it's pretty tricky. And so that's nothing against you or anyone who's kind of coming to the table, seeing everything clearly, and understanding that we don't know everything. I think I've been as solid as anybody at reading the tea leaves and prepping others the best I possibly could have. However, that's why I focus more on the long game always, and just today, what I can do today, because the waiting game and hopium, and so this goes for demanding anything out of Pastor Bob. No, come on, is that really the most important thing in our world? No, it's not. So, I mean, I really don't get irritated with comments anymore because I've seen it all. And I've seen people come like 100% right out of the gate and everything in between. And so I don't give in to the emotion anymore. And it has a lot to do with just not letting fear or hate get in. You know, because when somebody hates on you, they're really just reflecting, or I mean, they're just being aggressive themselves. And so if you don't absorb it and take it, I think the main thing is not to take it personally, because they really are just showing their weakness, and it will only be hurting them if you don't let other people get to you too much. It's easier said than done. It truly is. But with practice, you can get a lot better at dealing with negative people. I mean, like really good master. You can do it. But when those times come, you have to think, okay, time to take a step back, reassess. Do I really need to get that serious? Do I really need to take it that personal? And the answer is no. So, okay, that was quite a tangent. Let's go back to Pastor Bob. But I can usually go off into different topics because that's part of the reason why I started becoming interested in Pastor Bob in the first place, was that I saw the connections of many events. Hey, Donna. Fortenberry. Pastor Bob preaches very well. Yes, he does. N.A. If he isn't trying to imitate Elvis, why would he sound so much like him? Well, I would ask you sort of an opposite question, which would be, if he isn't claiming he's Elvis, why would he worry about what he sounds like? Right? I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this, too, for all of us to keep in mind, is that we don't have all the answers. And the point I'm going to make is, if he's shown no signs of being a scammer, like there are preachers out there, hello, I could name some, but I don't even care to remember their names, so I'm not going to go there. But if he's not showing any signs of doing evil, and we're just seeing one great weekend after another anytime we check out his music and messages, then there is zero reason for us to pressure our favorite Pastor Bob about anything. And like I started to say in the beginning, if my mic was working, I've had a somewhat change of heart myself the last few weeks. And it wasn't just because of the whole YouTube appeal thing. No matter how interesting the topic is and how diverse the arguments are, it's not the most important thing for any of us. And just like God gave Pastor Bob a purpose, and we're seeing it in full effect right now at whatever age he is. But we all have a purpose, and it can be as simple as helping a relative do something or take care of themselves, or a neighbor, or whatever group we're a part of. You know, that's where we can do stuff that matters. And yes, it does. I just got sprinkled on. Sprinklers. That's the stuff that we can really make an effect now. And we don't need to wait for any events, any magical things to happen where the whole world is just going to change overnight. You know, I'm an optimist as much as anybody, and I would love to see that. But I would say I'd rather be on the side of more of a realist, which is I don't think we're going to have any magical flip the switch moment. I just think things are going to get better, and there's going to be a steady progression, because that's what it's always been in world history. I'm not saying it's not possible. We couldn't have, I don't want to use the acronym, but it's a long acronym that ends with SARA. And there's actually two of the acronyms. But I'm not saying it can't happen, but long game. Long game is where you actually do something productive and not just focus on what's in front of you at the time. Like I said, that was tough to do at first when I first really started learning about Pastor Bob, because it was just like, wow, this too, this connection, you know, this other thing. He got a photo with who and who and who, and he went where, and he seems to play guitar, piano, and sing like Elvis. And so, like I said, that is one point of view I can offer that I would say is an expert point of view, and that is the musical side, musical connections. So I shared that with you guys. Maybe I will more, but maybe I won't bother, because, like I said, I've had a slight shift in heart about it's okay to dig into a topic like that for a little while, but it shouldn't become something that's like permanent, that absorbs you, right? Because that's, now we're talking about the enemy. And so basically, God can turn all things for good, but that doesn't mean the enemy also wants to use those same things against you. That's how I think of, that's what that sort of principle, or God's laws, how they work for us in real time. Okay, let me catch up a little. Who's here? And Sue, hello. Sean, what's up? Donna, still here. Consistency speaks for itself. NA. So are you not applicable twice, or is that something else? Or is it just Nana? That's a grandma name, isn't it? Not one I've ever used, but some people do. Pam in the Pack is in the house, along with Sue Fenner. So yes, good point. Thanks for mentioning that, Pam in the Pack. That is indeed part of my thinking, my change the last 2 weeks. And if you were paying attention to the videos, you've kind of noticed how they fizzled off, just as far as the type of videos that I was sharing for a while. So yes, Pam in the Pack, I meant to respond to you. Blowing his cover, yeah. Shall we just say there's some crazy people, and we really should consider that factor at the very top. I would rather me thinking of myself as his security than could in any way be part of the problem. However, I know he has security. It seems like a nice small handful too, from what I've seen. But honestly, that's part of just the whole thinking with everything we've learned is he has to have security. And to what extent that is, I don't think any of us really know. So it's one of the many things you can factor in, but we should be wise on how we discuss it. Or more than anything, there shouldn't be any demanding of Bob. And that was the main title for tonight. We just shouldn't be demanding anything. And we have no good reason to. So let's go with that. Miss Constitutional Rights is here. It's way too many. Yeah, Sean, thank you. Also, oftentimes I get stuck in a tangent and forget some of the points that I wanted to hit. I don't think he's afraid of being that either, because part of the theory that I do believe and ascribe to for the long haul wait is that it's going to happen at the proper time through the proper channels. And so we'll see. We shall see. But that is what I believe. So that was exactly one of the first reasons why I decided to start sharing about him, because I was very interested in it. And it's hard not to when you keep finding one more thing that connects them, and one more thing, and one more thing, and one more thing. Hello there. Sorry, it was kind of nice just giving you the road view tonight. It's getting cold out here. Excuse me. Okay, so he deserves just plain respect. Yep. Yes, you were right. It's just a matter of time. He's doing it his way. Bam. Got it. Awesome. So, yeah, I like where this conversation has gone tonight. And let's end with this mindset. I want everybody to become like Pastor Bob's security force. That's what it comes down to. If you put yourself in that mindset, it's going to change certain things. And I'm willing to wait another year and reassess. I think it'd probably be by next summer, but I don't know. That's just kind of an educated guess by everything we're seeing. So thanks for the love, Miss Constitutional Rights. Yeah, we're all on the same page. That's awesome. Yeah, pray for him too. That's part of the security force. It could be 2027. I've seen that enough times for it to scratch my head and be like, there's that museum thing that's supposed to open in 2027. People are talking about it a lot. Like, And of course, it's just like everything else. It's nothing we can like point to for sure, but those are the things we're talking about when we say connect the dots. It doesn't mean we have 100% the answer, but it's like, okay, things are kind of going in this direction. You got security dogs? I got one right here. Right, Cassie? She's always on duty, 24/7. So yeah, I wish I could bring Cassie and she could help guard him. That would be awesome. Thanks a lot, Sean. It's nice to talk with like-minded, awesome people that you all are. Oh, Ray, hello. Sorry I missed your name earlier. No, it's still on the bike, I think. Exactly 50 years of his death if he died in 2027. Oh, right. I'm not sure if I heard that or not, but okay. Yeah, 50 years. And if he is dead, I mean, that would be a very normal thing for a museum to like have their grand opening, right? 50 years later, like if they wanted to. But why wait that long is kind of the question I'm thinking. Why wait so long? I don't get that. But I guess that's one of the reasons it doesn't make sense unless there's something really huge that they're waiting for. I mean, that's only, well, just over 2 years away, right? So who's to say it's not part of some celebration that we're just not aware of yet? Talk about how awesome that would be. So, yeah, let me leave you guys with those thoughts then tonight. He did it his way, for sure. And let's be the security force on the web for Pastor Bob, which means grace, kindness, love, respectful. And if somebody needs pointed in the right direction, I don't know. That's what you guys are there for. So, and yeah, I want to do more videos. I'm just going to have more fun with it, I think, and go with the flow and make sure don't get too serious, basically. It should be fun and it should just be like really occasional entertainment, maybe, but that's as far as we need to worry about it right now. Yeah, Sean, it could be a huge celebration. We don't know. There's like every possibility in between. So it is crazy to think about, but I am more optimistic than anything. Okay, well, you guys have a great night. Good night from me and Cassie. Like I said, she's always on duty until she falls asleep. She's smelling and looking for any hint of a wild animal, but all she sees is me. Okie dokie. All right. I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'll do a live in the morning, maybe, but we'll see. But I'll see you guys sometime tomorrow. So, all right, have a good one. Take care. Have a good night and weekend and day. See you later.